Hello and welcome back to Too Many Books. My name is Sean, and today we have a Suntup Editions unboxing. Suntup Press unboxing. I am excited for this one because this looks to be a work of art. This, my friends, is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, as gorgeously illustrated by James Ransome, as printed, letterpress printed on Mohawk superfine paper. This is a work of art in an artist edition form, afterward by journalist William Soder. But anyways, let's dive in. I was very excited to say, oh, copies are still available, but they're sold out now. Like it took a little while to sell out because it's a pricier volume for a small novel. But it did eventually get there. It now has fully sold out. So if you do want to pick up a copy, you'll have to go to a secondary market or perhaps another seller like Camelot Books or Subterranean Press might have some copies still. But anyways, very nice slipcase here with, little kind of leather caps on it. Of Mice and Men, John Steinbeck on the spine. This is one of those ones where I probably should have tried to go for a higher volume, a higher edition, whether it be a numbered or a lettered, but lettered is far out of my reach, and my wallet hurts too much for the numbered edition, but this is a high-quality artist edition. One of my favorite types of artist editions are those ones where Paul and Company, I was going to say Paul and Crew, turned into Paul and Company. Paul and Company kind of go above and beyond with their artist edition, take it to a next level. And this is one such case. John Steinbeck's signature kind of stamped into the cover there. This is just bound, quarter bound in cloth. Nice little paper. Even the boards, though, being paper, still very thick, very nice boards, very nice end papers. It's rare for a artist edition to be such a high quality artist edition. And this might, let's say this might be the highest quality thus far as the artist editions go, especially with the illustrations. Nice little glycine kind of paper to protect, nice Z-clay printed, tipped in illustrations all around. So no, that is not a defect. The illustrations are only tipped in on the one edge. I just recently did the unboxing for the Black Phone, and some people are commenting on that. This is kind of more of a traditional style of tipped in illustrations. But wow, even the letterpress is just exceptional. So I said currently this is probably the nicest artist edition. I have a feeling that Treasure Island will be even nicer. That Treasure Island, it's just an homage, a love letter to the artwork within it. Interesting enough, it looks like they've been working on this for a while. The afterword and illustrations are both copyrighted 2022, which, this has been in the works for some time then. But amongst the exquisite artist editions out there, the ones that come to mind are, wow, look at just the quality, the colors. The Z-clay, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I'm probably not, but that printing style basically uses all of the ink. But you could see, even in this video, how vivid and how colorful that looks. Ransome's artwork really makes use of all those colors, and then the printing style really just uses the ultimate effect there to perfection. Other exquisite artist editions that are all letterpress printed include Psycho, Stepford Wives, and Animal Farm. I feel like there might be another one, but those are the only ones that are coming to mind here. If you have not read Of Mice and Men, I highly encourage you to do so. It is a short novel, or long novella, however you want to call it. You can read this thing in like a single sitting if you wanted to. It is the story of George and Lenny, two down on their luck gentlemen. Lenny's got himself some learning disabilities, and they find some work as farmhands, but soon find themselves entangled in some trouble. They're just looking to save up enough money to kind of make a better future for themselves, get a nice little farm. Lenny can have his rabbits, And it is a heartbreaking story. I mean, John Steinbeck writes with like a simple or simplistic precision to his words. I mean, yeah, this is the type of novel that anybody could read. You don't have to be, you don't have to. It's not going to take a while to digest this reading. Like, look at 110 pages. Like I said, it's a short novel. This isn't like David Foster Wallace or Thomas Pynchon. Like, anyone can read John Steinbeck. There's a simplicity to his work, but it's not like simplistic as in like a child could read this. I guess a child could read this. I wouldn't recommend your child read this novel. What I'm saying is this: the precision in his words. He is a master of his craft, and I mean, that's not to say that he hasn't written some massive novels in his time. East of Eden is a big, huge novel, worthy of a fine press edition. Oh, there's even an illustration in the afterword. How about that? Man, look at the yellows in that. This, I don't even know if this is, like I said, hopefully showing up as nicely as it can in the video. This is just exquisite. Wow. So this is the artist edition, which is limited to 500 copies. It's unnumbered. That's fine. This is signed by John Ransome here. It is printed on Mohawk superfine paper, designed by Mark Argensinger. Argensinger? I probably going to butcher that name. The man is also a master of his own craft. I just bought at the persuasion of some other book collectors this massive tome, The Grammar of Typography, that he wrote, that I am looking forward to diving into just so I can get a better understanding of the craft as a whole. There's a numbered edition as well, which is signed by Soder, the afterword author, and the artist here, which is printed on mold-made paper. And then there is a lettered edition, which is fully bound in leather with nice little stamped rabbits on the front and back covers, which is printed on handmade paper. I have a book, that one's already shipped. I have a book collecting friend who acquired a lettered edition, and just, man, the pictures are mind-blowing. It's probably not the best paper in the world in his collection, just because I think he's favoring the paper in Peter Pan lettered edition, which you should check out that video if you haven't. But he said it's definitely amongst one of his best productions in terms of things he's held. I mean, it looks stunning. But I mean, at that point, you're really trying to pick a favorite child when you're trying to pick a handmade paper over another handmade paper. But man, this, like I said, it's a small volume. You're looking at 115 pages tops. Pricey volume for that, but you are definitely seeing the quality in the actual production itself. This is stunning. I really hope that, interesting enough, the jacket artwork is copyrighted 2021. So this could have been in the works for quite some time. How about that? Even a year prior to the copyright on the copyright page. I really hope that more John Steinbeck is done by Suntup would obviously be the correct choice for a nice fine press edition. Or Copperhead Press, I think, would have a good style for Steinbeck as well. Although Copperhead is a much smaller limitation, smaller trim size. Not like really small, but smaller than this trim size. It might not have the same wide-reaching effect that a Suntup edition would have, but you'd also have more of a handmade feel with Copperhead there. But anyways, if you're looking for a beautiful, beautiful book such as this, be sure to find a copy of Mice and Men on the secondary market where you can get it. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel here. I do at least one book review a week with plenty of unboxing videos like this in between here and there, including plenty of other Suntup unboxings, a whole playlist in the link down below in the description. But anyways, thank you again for watching. Check out Suntup Editions, and we'll see you around next time.